I will call this meeting to order. This is the Richfield HRA regularly scheduled meeting. And we have a brand-new person who will be sitting up here today. And the first thing we have to do is get her sworn in. This is Mary Supple, who was recently appointed to the HRA. You're going to get to go down and, yeah, go down. Thank you, Mary. And I'm going to give you some time to think about it, because I would like to have you say a few words and tell the world what your background is. But we'll let you think about it and make a few pointers, and then we'll let you talk. Next item is roll call.
Commissioner Rubenstein,
Present.
Commissioner Gotell,
Here.
Commissioner Gepner,
I'm here.
Commissioner Supple, and Chair Sandal.
Present. Okay, first item on the agenda is approval of the minutes of the special concurrent HRA and City Council work session of September 10th, 2013, and the regular HRA meeting of October 21st, 2013.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next item is approval of the agenda. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. All right, and then it gives me pleasure and sadness to present an award, and I'm going to ask our former Commissioner Steve Quam to come up over to the podium. And I want to present him with a certificate of appreciation. Steve is going off of the HRA. He served for a number of years as mayor of the city, and among other things that he's been active in the community, and he's added a great deal of expertise, background. He's an architect, he's a lawyer, lots of good things that he knows about the city that has helped us over the years serving on the HRA. And our certificate of appreciation says, whereas Stephen J. Quam has volunteered his time and knowledge as a Richfield Housing and Redevelopment Authority Commissioner from November 2008 to October 2013, and whereas Mr. Quam provided thoughtful and insightful comments and a visionary perspective on community needs, and whereas he demonstrated a commitment to helping keep Richfield a viable and attractive community. Now therefore be it resolved that Suzanne M. Sandal, Chair of the Richfield Housing and Redevelopment Authority, and the Richfield Housing and Redevelopment Authority Commissioners, and I'm sure all of them agree, extend their sincere gratitude and appreciation to Stephen J. Quam for his willingness to serve on the Richfield Housing and Redevelopment Authority. Signed the 21st day of October, 2013. So congratulations, and thank you for all your good service. If you'd like to say goodbye, you're welcome to do that.
Bye. I just want to say thanks a lot for this. It's been a pleasure to work with all of you, the four of you that I worked with. Mary, good to see you on there, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy this too. I brought my wife Lois along so that she could see that I actually was coming here on Monday, every Monday night, right?
For the purpose of saying goodbye tonight, though, right? Yes.
So thank you very much. I appreciate it. And I'd also like to say that what you're thanking me for is something that you're all doing for the community as well with dedication, commitment, and I'll be the one to say thank you to you.
Thank you, Steve. Okay. And Mary, now I'm going to put you on the spot, and maybe you can tell us a little about your background and what you've done for the city and what you're currently doing for work.
This, it's not on. Okay, we'll try that again. All right, first of all, I'd like to thank the mayor and the city council for appointing me and giving me this opportunity to serve the community. I think it'll be very interesting. I'm currently a teacher at Richfield Middle School, and I've been in the district for over 25 years. My husband Mike and I have lived in Richfield for about 10 years, and I've been interested in civic matters. I've been a member of the League of Women Voters and been involved in various community activities, so I'm looking forward to the opportunity.
Thank you. Welcome. All right, we have the consent calendar. Mr. Devich.
Thank you, Chair Sandall, members of the HRA. Tonight's consent calendar is rather short. For those in the audience, the consent calendar contains several separate items which are acted upon by the HRA in one motion. Once the consent calendar has been approved, the individual items and the recommended actions will also have been approved, and no further HRA action on these items will be necessary. The two items this evening are item A, consideration of the approval of the transfer of assets to close out the Interstate Lindale-Nicollet Capital Project Fund and the Interstate Lindale-Nicollet Tax Increment Fund. Item B is consideration of the approval of a contract with All Metro Excavating Incorporated for the demolition of structures at 7427 Pillsbury, 6525 15th Avenue, and 6416 16th Avenue. And that concludes the consent calendar.
Okay.
I'll move the consent calendar.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion?
Chair,
Yes.
we put this out to so many different people, and we only got one to come back. What's going on? Is nobody doing that kind of work, or is it just too small of a job, or what?
I don't know exactly why we didn't get
Yes.
bids back, because typically we get a number of bids,
know.
and they're very competitive bids, and in this case, we had to send it out twice. I think that the contractors are just very busy right now. And it wasn't a small job, it's 3 different
Yeah.
structures, it's not just one,
Yeah,
so.
interesting.
Okay. Any further comments, discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 5, Mr. Devich.
Thank you, Chair Sandall. This is consideration of an amendment to the contract for private development between the HRA and Woodlake Richfield Apartments, LLC, doing business, or also known as Glendale Plaza Apartments, and authorize, excuse me, the chair and the executive director to authorize the document. I'm going to ask Karen Barton to present this item.
Thank you, Chair Sandall, Commissioners. On August 15th of 2011, the Richfield Housing and Redevelopment Authority approved a contract for private development with Woodlake Richfield Apartments, also known as Lindale Plaza Apartments, and approved the issuance of its tax increment limited revenue notes, Series 2011A. In October of that same year, the city issued conduit bonds on behalf of Woodlake Richfield Apartments. Woodlake Richfield Apartments is currently seeking to refund those bonds through the Housing and Redevelopment Authority refinancing to secure lower debt service. The amendment to the contract for private development with the HRA will allow the refunding of the note and subordinate the HRA's interest to HUD. The HRA's interest is that it would be subordinating is the development agreement itself and the terms contained therein. Among other things, those terms include a requirement that 20% of the units remain affordable, and that the developer maintain the property and continue to pay the real estate taxes on the property. The project was completed and a certificate of occupancy was issued last November. And although the current contract for private development contains language providing for the subordination of the HRA's interest, that contract does require the use of our specific forms. And of course, HUD requires use of their specific forms.
Yeah.
So we have to bring the amendment of contract to the HRA for approval to allow for the subordination. The HUD closing is scheduled for December 16th. The HRA currently is in second position on the title, and the proposed amendment will retain the HRA's position on the title as well, subordinate to the HUD financing. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
Okay. All right. I will go ahead and move the matter that we approve the amendment to contract for private development between the Richfield Housing and Redevelopment Authority and Woodlake Richfield Apartments LLC, subject to the HRA attorney's approval. And secondly, authorize the Housing and Redevelopment Authority Chair and Executive Director to execute the document. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, questions, comments?
I have comment. I thought that, look favorably upon this. The owners of the property, the developers of the properties always worked with us in a very transparent way, very cooperative, and I see that this is an opportunity for us to reciprocate, and hopefully they will continue to look at Richfield for other redevelopments.
Okay, anyone else? All right, hearing no further discussion, I'll call the question. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 6, discussion items for the HRA. First item would be to reschedule the Monday, January 20th regular HRA meeting to Tuesday, January 21st due to the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday on that Monday.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I noticed that both the meetings that we need to reschedule are scheduled on Tuesdays. I have a standing Tuesday meeting. Would Wednesday be an alternative that would work for other commissioners? Or?
I would have a preference, because just to break up the routine that's been going on for years.
What's your preference?
No, another day.
Oh, okay.
Nothing sacrosanct about Tuesday.
Tuesday would be better for me than Wednesday because I have a Hennepin County Library Board meeting that would conflict if we were to move it to
Yeah,
Wednesday.
board meeting as well, conflicting, but
So Tuesday.
somebody's going to give.
Yeah.
I don't know. I suppose it depends on who all can make the meeting.
Well, we have the second one, which is similar, and that's the President's Day holiday. I suppose we could split the difference.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Go at noon?
No. One on
Won't work.
Tuesday and one on Wednesday.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can do
Alright.
either one.
okay. Thank
Let-
you. I
Let me
would
check my
appreciate that.
calendar before I approve that. Hang on.
Okay, all right. That would be nice for us. Just let us know which one. I don't care.
All right, we're into 2014. Is that a problem for staff? Is there,
Not at all. Do it whatever way you'd like.
okay, thank you. All right, so we're looking at January,
Are we meeting in December? Or is it likely to be
well,
canceled? Do we have things?
depends on whether we have business to conduct. Our regular meeting would be the 16th
Yeah,
of
Yeah.
December.
We have items for the December meeting.
we do.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So we will be meeting in December on
Yep.
the 16th. On Wednesday, see, we would be looking at the 22nd. I could do the 22nd or the 21st in January. And I cannot do it on the Wednesday in February. So let's make it the Tuesday in February, if that's all right, which would be the 18th. Of-
Okay.
And if the group is okay with it, we would make it the Wednesday in January.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Which would be the
Under
22nd
consideration.
of January.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right. So is there a motion to that effect?
I'll move the motion.
I'll second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Executive Director Report.
Madam Chair, I really don't have a report. The only thing I would comment on is that if you've not, or if people haven't driven the Richfield Parkway, which is open now,
Yeah.
where,
I did
you know,
today.
Bloomington, It's very nice. I mean, the way it's done,
Very
it's
nice.
just flows really nicely and, yeah, great.
I'll do it tomorrow.
Okay,
That's it.
all right, thank you. Claims and payroll. It's coming around.
So moved.
Second.
Second, okay.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. We have no further business. That was probably one of the shortest meetings on record.
Yes. Way.
You need to sign this?
But since we have no further business, we stand adjourned. Thank you.
Nobody sent this out, you can just look at it, and you'll probably have some
Yes.
questions. Just call